Welcome to the Matt Rats podcast. These are choked out chats. This is where sweat, ego, and bad decisions collide. We're talking real jiu-jitsu, the wins, losses, injuries, the mindset, and everything that happens on and off the mats. No filters, no fake gurus, just mat life. So strap in, you're rolling with the Matt Rats. Before we start, Preston, I was I guess Instagram heard us talking, and they sent me some reel about how in Japan they don't eat raw vegetables because of that shit that's in vegetables that like is that fight or flight thing that I told you my wife was like making fun of me about. So anyway, we were right, and it's cool to eat vegetables, but they have to be cooked.
Yeah.
Second funny story before we start, my right elbows was, I don't know what the hell, I could not do tricep extensions today. So I had Allie help me with a BPC 157 shot in the elbow. And
Wow.
I pulled the skin and I had her do it. She sticks it through one side of the skin. It comes out the other side of the fucking skin. And then she injects the BPC like outside of my body.
Now that's a good story.
Yeah. It was a real waste of money though.
That's what we call sub-through.
Yeah.
Not sub-Q.
I'll be doing the chip
Hey, that was a
clip
good
method
pun,
from
bro.
now on.
She didn't think you would notice.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey,
But
you're going viral over there right now.
did you see that last post?
I did.
Pretty cool.
You just need to do it on Matt Rats minus Kimura Kush.
Well, the problem is Kimura Kush has a lot more followers.
Yeah, he does.
I try to like put it all across everything and like tag Matt Rats and Deep Water if it makes sense, but
I'll bring us in with Preston Letts at Fulton County Jail.
yeah.
You see how he's got the two, Preston, you got two LED lights and it's just like, looks like a cell in there.
Well, this is going to be a pretty cool stacked episode. We've got, Jay stepping into an NFC Super Fight this weekend on Saturday, breaking down our favorite guards in this episode, as well as the ones that we suck at or need more work. And fucking Team USA just brought home gold. Did you guys watch that?
Oh, that was awesome.
I got to see a little
Jack
bit.
Hughes.
Great game.
You see that
Instant
picture, man,
classic.
he had with, he took that high stick.
Yeah, did you see his teeth?
Dude, his teeth were jacked.
Dude, hockey players are tough as fucking nails.
Yeah, he's 24 years old, man. But, to come back, he caused that penalty late in the game.
Yeah.
Where Canada went on the
That was
power
big.
play. They killed that nicely.
Our power play D was
in
crazy.
overtime and drains one.
I was actually thinking about you, Todd. Who do you root for in that situation?
It's tough, man. My dad was texting me, and this one hurts.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I was actually rooting for Team USA, but I go for
There you
both,
go.
I guess, being.
Yeah, I loved that dude Hughes, his interview after the game.
Great.
He was just like so grateful to be like American
He's
and to
well-spoken
win
for a
for
24-year-old.
America.
Yeah.
Which is nice after seeing all those other fucking Nancy boys crying about America. It's like, well, why don't you get off Team USA, puss? But
yeah, he was that was a great interview.
yeah.
Post
Yeah,
game.
that's how they all should be. All right, Jay, NFC Super Fight, big stage. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How did the opportunity come about?
So I think it was from After Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not exactly sure what the event coordinator saw in me, but he reached out to DJ because he used to train under DJ. He's also a black belt, by the way. And he used to train under DJ, and he knew that I was under Nova Union, so he reached out to DJ, and then DJ said, I'm under Jason. So he reached out to Jason, and then Jason just reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do an NFC fight and I was like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, he specifically asked for you. So I am honored to be chosen. I don't know what I was doing something right, I guess, but pretty awesome.
Did you send in your poster picture yet?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. Is it in a gi or what?
It's in a gi. I look ugly as fuck, but yeah, it's in a gi.
No, yeah, he's rocking that like Sons of Anarchy gi.
Yeah, the one that you like.
That's my favorite gi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually got a screenshot of that. I'm gonna post it later if you're cool with that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but it'll be a cool time, good times. Obviously, the goal is to win. But, when I have my self-doubts, I always think about Preston if I'm able to pass his card or if I'm able to move it when he's on top, I'm sure I could move another guy who's in my weight.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
getting
Makes me feel a bit better about myself. So I'm just getting ready much as possible. I've been going to Alliance, hitting the HQ. So trying to fix my game at the last minute. And hopefully I'll win this Saturday, you know?
Yeah, boy.
You will.
Who all's going? I'm going. Are either of y'all going to be able to make it?
Preston, you going?
What time is it at?
You know, I don't know. They still haven't communicated with me on what time I'm going, when I'm going, all that stuff.
I should be able to make it. Yeah.
I saw that fights start at 5, doors open at 4. So I was talking to Jason, I think probably sometime between 5 and 6 p.m.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the venue?
District. So I don't know if they have metal detectors, but might be strapped. Well, Jay, you were talking about, making some adjustments without giving away your game. What kind of stuff you trying to tighten up?
like if I get swept, I gotta be quick on my feet and get back up. I feel like, as I already mentioned to you guys on the podcast previously, that I've been accepting a lot of things. If I get swept, I'll just not really fight back. So basically getting comfortable. So I'm trying not to get too comfortable, but it's also my lazy ass is like, I'm okay being where I'm at right now. So
Yeah.
This has been the
I'm gonna
ongoing
take some
trend
time
with
off
Jay.
after this competition though. Man, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Past few podcasts with Jay, he keeps saying he's lazy.
I am lazy.
You gonna get it, dude.
Oh,
No, I
man.
think he's, Jay's like very skilled at jujitsu. And I think, when people aren't as skilled and they aren't a threat, you can take it much easier in your roles. And I think that's just I don't think you're lazy. I think that's just more so what's going on.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I get some self-esteem, higher self-esteem after this win because I've been on a losing streak lately. So hopefully this turns out for me. But regardless, I think it'll be a great time, great opportunity, as I mentioned to you, Rob. The fact that I get to just kind of go in there, be in the spotlight, regardless if I'm the main event or not, I think it's still pretty awesome that I'm able to do this and given the opportunity. And you guys coming out and seeing it too, I think that'll also be awesome. If you guys ever wanted to, maybe this is an open door to an invitation for our future him who wants to do super fights like Preston, if you wanted to, or Rob or Todd, like all of you guys, if you guys wanted to, maybe this will be a good opening for us to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have they told you anything about like the rule set or time limit or anything?
Mm-mm. So I'm planning on reaching out to them tomorrow and just kind of asking them what I should know, what rule we're following. Is it till tap? How long do I have? So I can mentally prepare as well. Because, if it's
Yeah.
till tap, I would actually prefer that. But
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what I was gonna ask. If it's points or submission.
submission would be really cool. But,
Yeah,
we'll
that
see.
would be cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw kind of backtrack. I saw Clay won like male black belt of the year or something for an FC.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Preston, if you got asked, would you do a super fight?
I think so. I mean, Mike was texting me about it, and I'm kind of on the fence right now about competing. I like competing. I had a lot more fun this past time than I did last year, and but I hate the lead up. I don't enjoy, just the anxiety. And it's just balancing priorities in life. That's the hardest part. It's like I got a ton of work going on, and then it's like, no, I need to go train, and then my son's got something, and it's just like, just balancing all of that. Going the day of, I was great, and I had a blast at the competition with everybody. But I still think I'll compete. My wife really likes it. My son likes it when I compete. So
Yeah. Well, your
yeah.
son's still doing jujitsu, right?
Yeah, he was actually going to do a tournament this Saturday, but they snuck in a early lacrosse game. So he's going to do, I think in the next 6 or 8 weeks, I'm going to get him back out competing.
And that's Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack.
And Preston,
He's
you
a-
want to tell
I think he's white.
the audience about your recent wins here in
Yeah,
Atlanta?
tell us about your 2 gold
Yeah,
medals
man.
recently.
Yeah. No, I had 2, a few good matches, and it's funny because there was like I don't know, 15 or 18 guys that were in blue belt, Master 4 blue belt. So my original bracket, there was 4 guys. 1 guy didn't show, so then it was down to 3. And I won my first match. Got like a guy he was actually a nice guy. We talked afterwards, but he kept cross facing me when I was on mount. And so I got angry. And so I was like, screw this. I'm sold out to Americanum right at the end.
Yeah.
And then we actually, talked about training together afterwards. And but then
By the way, he
my
tapped him out. 1 second left. There was 1 second left on the clock, and Preston tapped him out.
Oh, I sold out. I was like, I don't care if he rolls me. Like I'm going for it. And
Hey, it worked.
yeah. And then I got another sub in the finals, and then actually in the finals of that, and then there was only 3 people ended up in the open class. And that's the problem with open classes. It's so late now.
Yeah.
Like my match, I don't think it was past 8. My original bracket was at 2. Open match was at 8.
Jeez.
And like I was standing there waiting, and then the guy that I was supposed to compete against walked by me. He's like, "I'm going home. This is too long." I'm like, well, I'm already here. I'm not leaving now. So
Yeah.
but no, it's nice to get the win. So
what was your
double
second
gold.
sub? Second sub was
Paper cutter?
Yeah. North-south paper cutter.
Man,
I love
you know that shit's coming with Preston,
paper
bro.
cutter.
That's his go-to.
So
Just
listen, the
gotta put out
guy was super nice. We were talking after we're waiting to go up on the podium, and he looked at me, he goes, "Man," he goes, "I can't believe you got me with a paper cutter." He goes, "My professor does that to me all the time. He's done it to me 1,000 times, and I know it's coming." And I was like, and I was just like, I do this all the, like, that's my favorite. That's my go-to. So
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, we know.
What do you think was like, why did you like this year better than last year?
I think it was my mindset. Last year I went in like, I'm here to fight. Like I played heavy metal music the whole time.
Okay.
I got there early, 45 minutes to an hour before, warmed up. And this time my whole mindset was, I'm going to an open mat, a Saturday open mat at another gym, and I'm going to warm up like I do. I warmed up 25 minutes before the match, got a little bit of roll, and like didn't make it such a big deal. And I was listening to like Zach Bryan the whole time, like, like easy country music. And I just didn't make it that big of a deal. It was just like, hey, and the other thing too was just try to treat it just like I was any Saturday that we're rolling together. It's the same thing. Like, don't make it anything more than that. And look, I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Well,
and I
calm and
honestly
clear
saw
mind
a
makes
lot
you-
of confidence in your game. Yeah, so I think that also really helped. That you were a lot confident within yourself.
Well, I kind of I'd gone in, and I'm a big like game plan. Like I want to have a game, and I knew like I'm going to try to get into the body. I'm going to try to take down, but I'm not going to do it a lot. I want to control my biggest thing was control my heart rate. I didn't want to sell out at any one point and, kind of lose it. And so it was then pull guard, and I feel good about close guard and, my guard play. And so I was like, I'll pull guard, sweep, and then, and go from there. I was able to do that.
Nice. Well, that kind of can lead us into our little nerdy thing. What's our favorite guards? What are you building your guard around? Todd, you got a preference on your favorite guard that you like to use?
I mean, half is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any reason?
That's just where I feel safest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I always end up getting passed and submitted. So it doesn't really work out for me. However, that's still my favorite, though. Yeah.
Okay. Fair
But
enough.
no, I don't know. You guys know whenever you roll with me, I typically go to that side. Typically because you guys are on top, smashing me. But no, that's that's like my favorite. I'm not really a closed guard guy. I feel most comfortable in half or open.
All right. Preston?
I'm half. I would.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love. The problem with close guard is if you get somebody that just hunkers down and gets, low, and at the end of the day, there's just not a whole lot you can do. Half guard, I just feel like there's so much more to do. And I like to actually, it's funny you talk about I'm so lazy now. I like to wear people out and let them try to pass. And I just kind of conserve my energy. And then when I'm ready, I'm like, okay, I'm going to pounce now and go. And, but no, it's half guard. I love it.
I feel with half too, is you have not that you can't do this in closed guard, obviously. I just feel like, just like you said, Preston, it's just a little bit more difficult, like in a different guard. But with half guard, you can, sweep. Um, you can kick into a lot of different things from half, but also just letting them pass for a submission. There's a lot of submissions from bottom half too. A lot of different techniques you can use on bottom half. That's why I like that one.
Yeah, for sure.
What
Jaybird,
about you, Jaybird?
don't tell me it's half.
Well, I like full guard because it gives me a chance to pull them into me and I'm able to whisper in their ears. So that's definitely.
Oh, what do you whisper?
Just let me win.
Sweet nothings.
Just let me win. No, I mean, I do like full guard just because, of course, half guard is my favorite, but I've tend to like full guard now just because it's easier for me to transition over to spider guard. So yeah, I do like close guard.
Dude, your spider guard is like super tight. Like once you get it in, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
And he gets those two arms. He gets those two arms going, man, where he gets that gi and he maneuvers you and he'll freaking.
Yeah, you're about to get scissor swept or like thrown over his head.
I'm going for a ride whenever he kicks me in the spider.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember 2 years ago, he got me in spider guard and I was dying. And he was like encouraging me. He's like, come on, Preston, you can do it. You can break. You can get out of this.
What
I was getting
Wow, that's such a dickhead move.
Yeah. I think after the lesson that DJ did on Saturday, I really want to do more lasso.
Lasso and spider.
And a little spider. I like that little baby spider.
Yeah.
Kind of set up to get into different things. But yeah, I feel like you just end up in half guard a lot. Just the way that jiu-jitsu flows. Your guard opens up, they're about to pass, you're doing your own thing. It's kind of like you end up in half guard, spending most of your time there, whether it's your favorite or not. Maybe it just becomes our favorite. But yeah, I think I'd like to become a little lasso specialist. There's some cool shit. I'm going to be pulling that bicep slicer out all the time.
That was dope. I saw that on the video that you guys had. I hate that.
It was really cool.
There.
I mean, DJ always has cool stuff. So
yeah. And he always has such like one or two little details that like make it so much better, or it works so much easier, fix your game.
Yeah, he's an awesome coach, man.
Yeah.
That's why I do privates with him. Preston, you still doing privates with DJ?
You know what? I had to stop for a little while because my schedule changed, but I actually was talking to him and I was like, I got to get back. It's just the way he rolls is so unique. He's so different than really most people in our gym. I love there's just a lot that he does that I really like.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I admire about him.
He's a good coach, man. The way he words things, it's not too much and it's not too little. It's just like it's perfect where your mind just or your memory just kind of grasps what it needs to grasp and you remember it. That's what I really like about him. Some people like, it's perfect the way he teaches, in my opinion. And that's why I continue to go back to him. It's just, he's always on point, teaches me.
He's going to love this clip.
But Preston doing privates with DJ and Jason doing privates, or Jay doing privates with Jason is very scary. Yeah.
I got to do
Preston
with different black belts. See what
well, that was you, Rob, whenever you're like, I'm going to do, or you were reaching out to me for DJ's number. And I said, I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. Yeah.
It makes a massive difference. It's amazing how, because you get that personal, which you don't really get, you kind of have to self-correct so much in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
To be able to have a coach like focused on you and telling you, no, you need to do this and tweaking it makes like, I had a good, like 6 weeks where I was getting a private every week. And I felt like my game like just exploded during that time.
Yeah. I talked to Jason about seeing if he could like work in a privates on Wednesday nights during like open mat, and he said that usually works, but I've never done one with DJ. I'd love to do that. And I kind of like to do one with Rafa and learn some spider and lasso.
I don't think it's a bad idea, Rob, and even if you wanted to get privates from different people too, like everybody kind of has something that they specialize in or unique teachings, that would apply to you. So I think you could learn a lot from everybody that you or whoever, So I think that's not a bad idea. You get to see different looks,
what their specialty is, and go to them for that specific piece of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's like Jason is just like you have Rafa is just, his spider game is impeccable, you know. Uh, Jason's really good at passing or like even getting out of like tough situations. He's
Yeah, he
super
is.
tight, He's,
Yeah.
it's like he's very tight and he's really, really good at his
That deep
passing. And
half.
well,
Yep.
yeah, he just seems to get out all the time, no matter where you're at.
It's so
DJ's like
frustrating
a
too.
submission master, you know.
Yeah.
Well, all of them are, you know what I'm saying? But everybody kind of has their DJ will let you pass to submit. So everybody kinda has their own specialty, which I think is really cool, and you can learn
Yeah.
from all those.
Yeah, for sure. Um, well, let's kind of humble ourselves a bit. What guards do you suck at? What do you, or what do you struggle in someone else's guard?
That's a good one.
Good one.
Well, I think the one I suck at the most is definitely closed guard.
Like if
Every
you're in someone's closed guard or
Oh,
you
no, I mean,
using
well,
it?
I have somebody in closed guard. My shit's always getting broken open with my I was about to go somewhere. I can't put this out on blast. Never mind. I almost did an injury alert, Alright, so my closed guard always stays closed. Um,
I'm
no,
surprised you say you like half guarded.
no, no, I like half guard. I like half guard.
Okay.
But I guess if I'm in somebody's guard, I don't mind being in somebody's half guard. Um, I th I don't know. That's a tricky one, bro. I mean, closed guard is sometimes the hardest for me to get out of, you know?
Yeah, especially if they're threatening shit the whole time. When I
Yeah.
was at
Well, just like
NFC
Jay
with
said.
that tall dude, like, he was constantly trying to scissor sweep me and I knew it the whole time. Um, and so I should have probably just backed out and reset. And I talked to Jay about that because there were a couple times where I
He did.
did feel the guard open.
Yeah.
And, I did try to like pass at that point, but yeah, he was just very
And you
tall.
were in the heat of the moment too, Rob, but it was funny because the coach was like, your guard's open," to his guy, or like, "Close your guard," or he said something like that, like, "Close your guard,"
Yeah.
something of the sorts, and it was funny, and I was like, "Oh my god, he told you it's open, back out, back
Yeah.
out." But, I mean, you're fighting, you're not paying attention to it at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
tried the Sao Paulo and I tried to Americana him from guard and I had it locked in, but he like kind of like answered the phone. It just wasn't the
Yeah.
right angle, but it was very funny.
Jay, how you're
Uh
just like we were talking about closed guard too, it's like, how you're able to kinda get your hands and just kinda, keep everybody close in closed guard. That's one thing that I struggle with too, with some posture. If I'm in somebody's closed guard and I'm not able to get my posture and they're, that's where the struggle kinda comes in too.
Yeah, just whisper in their
yeah.
ear. Tell them to let go.
Hey,
Let me
let
win.
go.
Hey,
Let go. My
Yeah, let
friends
me
are
go.
watching.
That's what I tell Preston all the time. I'm like, just open your guard. Just let me pass.
Jay, if you're going against when you're rolling with somebody, what do you dislike the most? Like what kind of guard do you hate dealing with?
Yeah, De La Riva.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not like dealing with De La Riva. Like I'm not saying or Jim or Jason's not good at it, but like because I notice when I go to Lions, a lot of them play De La Riva,
Mhm.
and and so does HQ, and it's just really pain in the ass. It's like because everyone does that at our gym, but it's a constantly happening everywhere I go right now, and it's just been really annoying to deal with. Yeah.
What about
What
you,
about you,
Preston?
Preston?
I do not like on the kind of defensive. I don't like open guard. I like to so much, especially against more athletic guys or guys that are like I want connections. Like I want to do everything I can to like. I feel good when people are close to me. Like I feel good when I can get them into my legs, my guard, anything. But when it's extended, I don't feel good. It's funny because I did for a while in Del Hiva, but we just don't play it very often. And now, my knee's a little bit banged up, and so I get nervous going in there, and getting it tweaked again. So I stay away from it.
How's the knee feeling?
They feel old right now. I got to get in to see a physical
They
therapist.
feel
sometime.
old right now. That's one way to describe it.
Yes.
Preston said, "I don't worry about people's guard. I just pick them up and throw them across the ring."
Yeah, that noise fucking scared me, I'll be honest. It sounded like fucking popcorn for a second.
Well,
Well,
I like it scared me too. We both like stopped, which was like that was like the scariest part. I was like, "Fuck."
Wait, hold on, what happened? Did I miss something here? Was this recent?
Yeah, this was Tuesday.
I've missed 2 months, yeah, so
Tuesday or Thursday, one of those. But
Yeah.
we were doing I think we started in half guard and we're just the bottom guys trying to either sweep you and the top guys trying to pass. And, Preston was doing that thing where he kinda comes up and goes to, like, shuck you forward and, like, come up, that sweep he does, and I had, like, based out and, like, kinda immovable, and so when he came up on his knee and his knee was at that weird angle and it just went, like, literally pop, pop, pop,
Mm.
and I was like and I looked at
Rob's like
Mike and
a
I was like,
freaking yo, it's like, I get hurt, man, Preston's getting hurt, what are you doing?
"Yeah, I don't know.
Rob's hurting all of us.
Yeah, not me." I was
It's
just trying
funny
to
because I know my knees and my neck will be the 2 things that would keep me out of this. So I'm like, I gotta come up with a little bit better plan to really had no got my had a white belt fall on my left knee, which I won't let that happen again. I'm not letting any white belts start standing up when I'm sitting down, unless I know and trust them. But
Yeah.
this was, I think I was tired. Like, I think I'm tired from, I didn't really rest much coming out of the competition. Like, I went to Professor Brian's that Sunday and trained like hard for 90 minutes. And so I think my body needs a little rest.
Yeah, that was crazy. When you told me you went to Brian's the next day, I was like, "Jeez, bro, chill."
Dedicated.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the good thing is if you get hurt, Allie's really good at injecting BPC 157, so she'll have you on the recovery on the mend fast.
Yeah. I will
Oh,
send
man.
her over.
Yeah.
That was a
Allie's a
great story. I'm
sponsor
glad you
now.
said that. That was hilarious.
Yep. I gotta hit up, I think I told you, Borman said he's got a guy, he's out in California,
Yeah.
and he's got, all the peptides, but apparently he's, like, hooking it up at wholesale prices. So I wanna talk to the guy, I wanna check out the company and, like, see if they have a certificate of authenticity and see what's in it and if it's legit, but if it is, then hopefully we have a nice new little peptide hookup for a little
Yeah.
cheaper.
Bitzer's got one too. Talk to Bitzer, Matt Bitzer.
Yeah.
He's got a buddy who's a bodybuilder that you should just compare the two because he kind of sent me his and the pricing on his was incredible.
What, did you so, like, for a 10 or 15 milligram
I don't
BPC?
remember. He sent it to me. I'll find the message and I'll shoot it over to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious because, god damn, it's expensive.
It works though, man.
Yeah. How's your shoulders feeling?
Man, I'm good, man.
Or yeah, look at you.
him go.
Yeah, I can go here, I can go here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're
Look
fine.
like I'm
Let's
doing
roll.
Macarena over here.
You're
Yeah, so
fine.
I was talking to a guy I work with who had the same surgery as I did, and he said where I'm at right now is where he was at in 12 weeks. And I just turned over a month though, so but that
Dang,
was last week
recovering
we talked.
fast.
That's wild. So
I don't
you're
know if it's peptide or if it has to do with Dr. Hammond, with his
It could be
his
both.
skill set. I'm also gonna give credit to my physical therapy at Emory. Ryan does an excellent job stretching. Yeah, so I have a good team around me. I sound like an athlete, but I'm not. But I just go to the places. Hey, that's why I go to Emory, right? It's like, dude, if you have the Hawks and the Falcons and the Braves on your door, I'm going there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to get like an athletic doctor that works with those people so you can get
Yeah,
back and like they know what
Hammond
they're
is
doing.
the Falcons and Hawks doctor right now. That's pretty
Is
cool.
he like, is it strictly shoulders or is he doing all joints?
No, he specializes in knees too.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah, he's a
Knees.
knee. Hey, Preston, we got you, bro. Don't worry.
Hey, Preston,
good
by the
hands. I
way,
keep
talking about
saying.
that knee, you should probably start wearing like knee sleeves and stuff. Do you wear those?
No, and I was thinking about it. I get really heady about that stuff because I hurt my knee in college, and and then I got kind of like a little. I felt like kind of mentally like if I didn't have my knee brace on, it would like mess me up. And once I took it off, it took me like 6 or 8 months to finally just feel comfortable moving around without it.
I see.
And so, I've thought about it, and I need to look. I need to figure something out.
That's what I did for
Well,
my
you're using
hamstrings.
that Gold BJJ knee pads, right? You said those are nice.
Yeah. So, I've got the torn right ACL. And I was kind of the opposite. Like when I would put on a brace, I like did not like it. And it made me feel like I wasn't moving correctly. So I ended up just taking it off. But yeah, those gold BJJ knee pads are
Yeah.
like really good. And I've
Okay.
tried a bunch of different sleeves and knee pads. They fit well, they stay on, and the pad isn't too thick.
Okay.
But they're also like good pads. So they're definitely my favorite. I recommend them highly. I think they just came out recently too. I'm not
Yeah, it's
sure.
pretty new.
Did you buy
Here,
it because Dubious Dom is
I'll
repping
put it
them?
on the chat.
No, I just got served a ad, and I
That's
was
the
like,
link,
I'm looking for some
Because we
anyway,
were
so I'll
talking
give it a
about
shot.
Dubious, and they got on your
and that's the
they
knee
heard you got on
brace.
your algorithm.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout
So,
out to Dubious.
yeah, man. But this, the USA hockey thing, I think that there's a little bit of kind of a parallel between hockey and jujitsu. You know, both from mental toughness, in competitive moments. You have your pride, you got to be clutch and have talent, but you know, championships kind of come if you're going to compete. I don't think it just comes from making yourself comfortable. I think you have to put yourself in uncomfortable spots and, you can kind of rise through pressure. But what do you guys think? Anything else saw today that made you think of like competing or jujitsu or anything?
I feel like a lot of sports parallel jujitsu from a competitive stance. I think it's gonna be pretty much all sports.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'll agree with what Todd says. I mean, if you're competing in any sports, I think, because jiu-jitsu requires a lot of mental game within yourself, right? But I'm interested to see what Preston has to say just because Preston has been in that top athlete game. So what do you think, Preston?
I think that so number one, this is also a massive reason why I believe that kids that are young should just play multiple sports and always compete because it puts you in you're competing in different ways, whether it's
Mhm.
in jiu-jitsu is unique. It's not a team sport, but it's one-on-one. I mean, you have a team behind you, but it's one-on-one. Um I think from a competitive standpoint, I think a lot of it comes with repetition. Like you can't go out and be a great competitor by just showing up and um, doing a couple matches. I think I'm not gonna lie. I treat every match at the gym like it's a competition. I score in my head. I
We
know
know.
exactly. And so and I'll say this, and I try to do it not in a sense of like but I'm thinking about. I also feel like I think of everything from a process standpoint. I'm a big systems process person, and so it's kind of like, what's the process of how you train and how you compete. That's why I went into my last competition and I felt like I rolled a lot better because I was like, hey, I want this to be just like I'm waking up, ate the same thing, I had the same routine, everything was as much the same as it possibly could. And it's also why I roll in a lot of the way I do because I stay really tight with what I like to do and where I'm comfortable. And I force the match to go to where I want to go to and try not to get it. And if it gets out from where I want to get back as quickly as I can. I think being a competitor comes from just a lot of repetition and doing it over and over again and learning to fail a lot. Um, so
Too, Rob, it's like, Preston made a good point or was talking about like individual, or like team based, but like, I guess jujitsu would I was just thinking about like golf today. I was watching the golf. That's an individual sport. Like just like you said, Preston, like you have a team around you, but it's helping you. But essentially, that's like you're competing individually, and that's kind of what you're doing in jujitsu as well, right? Like if I'm talking about baseball, hockey, football, all of that is they're operating as an individual. Each individual makes an impact for the entire team or has their role within the team. But yeah, and I think what you saw today with the hockey is all that hard work. I think why it's kind of resembles or what you're thinking with why it resembles jujitsu and kind of what we're seeing today is like all that hard work, all that practice, all that toughness, all that grinding paid off for that moment at the end, right? That sudden death overtime goal and just the feeling that you get from winning, you know? Um, that's something special. So it shows that all that hard work, all that dedication pays off. And I think you get that too with jujitsu, from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah, for sure. You're in the middle of a competition, you're sucking wind, you have another match coming up, and you're like, ah, fuck. You got to get it up for that. But then at the end, you get the W and you get that medal around your neck, and you just feel so good, and it's all worth it. And that's kind of what I was thinking about watching those dudes on the ice after the win, and just thinking about what a moment for those guys. Again, all the hard work, and what was it? I forget what the hockey tournament was that they had recently where
Oh,
US and Canada played.
and that was in 2024 or something, or 25?
I think it was last year, and then, like, Canada, they were, like, booing during the national anthem, and then we got in, like, 5 fights right when their
Yeah,
puck dropped,
yeah,
and we won that game, but then ended up, like, losing the tournament.
yeah.
But, yeah, all that grit and then going to overtime and having to get through the power plays, and then, you get the W, you're rushing the ice with all your boys, and you get to put that gold Olympic medal around your neck, and, they're looking up in the stands, and people are
We're
chanting. I
talking
mean,
about it. That's
just
pretty similar.
incredible. Yeah, incredible
Medal
moment.
around the neck, on the podium.
Yeah,
It's just like the way, this platform's set up with
yeah.
jujitsu.
I'm excited for Saturday,
Something I've
man.
never I have yet to do.
You will
And if I
once you
did it,
learn that
it'd probably be
shoulder.
on the baby platform, like 6th place, but no, hey, one of these days I'll make it up there maybe.
You will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go to
Jay,
I'm gonna do
would
Naga.
you what do you think? Would you prefer to win a super fight or win your IBJJF bracket?
It's a good question. I mean, I've never done super fight before, so I can't necessarily say which one will be better.
Yeah.
But just imagining wise, I think it'll be cool to win super fight just because it's
Dude,
in a
hell yeah.
cage. You know what I mean? Just like the setting itself. Is pretty
100%.
cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
So I
Yeah.
that
think it'll
poster
be-
home,
yeah.
Yeah.
with your Son's Anarchy gi and put the W above it, man, put it in a frame.
Well, I gotta wear my Hyperfly mat rat ski, but
There you go.
Let's
I
go.
feel like
yeah,
the
but
super
yeah, I
fight's
think
gonna
that'd
be
be
dope.
really cool to win though, for sure.
Yeah, it would be cool.
You are
And,
going to win. We're gonna
you know,
manifest this right now.
IBJJF, what are there, like 10 mats and everybody's, watching something different? Whereas
Yeah.
this, like, you get to be kind of the center of attention, which I'm not trying to add pressure or anything, but I just think it's going to be a fucking awesome experience for you. I'm excited to be there, like, with you and support you and cheer you on.
Yeah,
And
I think it'll be cool.
again,
I mean, like I
regardless
said,
of what happens, it's going to be awesome and we'll have a great night.
yeah, and like I said, I think it'll be really cool. Like this will be a good, hopefully, um, this will kind of open doors for all of us, right? With Preston, you, and Todd. Just like if you guys wanted to do a super fight, like we have the hookup now where we're able to kind of go ahead and do that. That'd be
You
really.
got
My
the
super
hookup.
fight, I'm doing it 168.
Hey, are these at the super fight? Are these IBJ JF rules or what?
Yeah.
That's why, like, if my first competition, I want to do like Naga. I want legs and feet,
You want to do those tibia locks.
tibia locks, knee bars,
Pause into foot.
toe
That's
holds.
what he just
Dude,
said.
I
like
was
that.
rolling with
You like
Josh
it.
Morey Saturday, and dude, I was so close to getting a tap. I had his back, and I had the fucking collar, and I don't know how he got to it, but he ended up putting his shin on top of my shin, or his knee on top of my shin, and then pulling my toe. And dude, I was like, tap, 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 tap. Thought my fucking leg was gonna snap.
You know,
But
that's how I knew Preston was doing privates with DJ. I forgot what this was. And DJ had told me that he was doing privates with Preston. And then, like, the first time Preston and I roll, he's going for my feet. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch, you did do privates with DJ.
Listen, it's because you had been doing that to me for a while, so I was like,
That's what I'm saying.
hey, I need to learn how to. Yep.
Preston with DJ is scary, dude.
dude, it's funny that tibia lock that you showed us, Todd. I
Yeah.
do it to Diego a lot, and while
Yeah.
I'm doing it, dude, I'm fucking cracking up. I don't know why. I think it's so funny. I think it's just the noise people make when you like get it.
Dude, it
But I
hurts.
was just fucking cracking up. It's so
That thing
funny.
is brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny. All right,
Well, that's
we're at
awesome, man.
41 minutes. Well, first of all, we'd like to say thank you for Preston for coming on and joining as a
Absolutely.
co-host.
Absolutely.
We
For
could
sure.
make this a more regular thing. I like this platform.
Yeah, and next
All right,
week
you
we're
wanna
gonna
bring us home?
well, we're gonna do a little segment first. We're gonna do.
Okay.
I know you like our segments, so we're gonna do start, bench, cut, and we're gonna do it with the guards that we like. So you're gonna start, bench, or cut whichever guard you want.
Say that again. You said start?
Start, bench, or
I got
cut. Right. So I'll go first, so you guys can think. I think start, because I want to start doing this more, is I'm going to do lasso guard for start. I'm going to bench half guard, put it away for a bit, and I'm going to cut. That's tough. I'm going to cut close guard.
Hold on. Is benching and cutting the same thing, or is benching like you're going to bring it back? Cutting's just getting rid of
it's out. Bench is just taking a break.
Okay. So the
start's what you either are doing or want to be doing.
So I'll go back and I'll kind of piggyback on what you said there. It's lasso. Whenever you're speaking about it, that was actually one of my favorite privates I had with DJ. There's a lot there. Okay, so we'll start lasso. We'll bench half, top or bottom, and then we'll cut close guard. Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go start doing more butterfly. I've kind of gone in and out of it, and I really like it. I'm gonna say bench half guard, but I'm gonna like put it on the bench and then pull it right back. So that's gonna be just a quick down.
Half guard, you're back in.
Exactly. And then I would go close guard is stop.
Okay, dude, I think butterfly would be great for you. You got those fucking big ass, strong ass legs. You just be flipping people over.
Yeah.
Fucking tree trunks. All right, BJJ Protege.
I'll start with spider guard. I'll bench De La Riva, and I'll cut half guard. I really do want to start cutting half guard. I think that's where my gap is right now. I just been playing half guard too much. I'm getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm leaving my leg behind and stuff. So I just want to kind of leave that behind and just do spider guard and always having that contact. So
yeah, I think it's a great point. I think like half guard's great. We all love it. We already talked about that, but I think it is like the easiest guard to be lazy in.
Yes.
100%. You know?
I'm excited now that Jay's cutting his half guard, because that means if I get past his spider, then I can just walk right past his half, since he's not going to be doing it anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good luck
so
getting past that spider.
Next time we roll and you go to half guard, can we say, whoa, you got to stop doing this?
You cut that.
You were supposed to cut that.
This conversation expires after it ends.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, guys. Preston, again, thanks for taking the time and being with us tonight.
Preston, thank you.
Jay, again, if y'all are watching, Jay's got Super Fight. It's gonna doors open 4, fights start at 5. It's at District in Atlanta this Saturday. Anyone would love to have y'all tag along. I think we're getting deep water hoodies in this week, so we'll be looking fresh as a team down there. And we'll probably still be arguing about half guard at some point. But appreciate everybody rocking with us. Next week, we'll record on Monday, and we're going to have Professor Jason, and that'll be our season finale. So hopefully everyone tunes in. But if you train, compete, or just love the game, this episode was for you. Share it with a teammate, like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate it, fellas.
Hey, Preston, let it upload.
That's another round of Choked Out Chats. If you got something out of this episode, hit follow, subscribe, and share it with your training partners, especially the one who still thinks they almost had you. We'll be back with more stories, more technique, and more chaos from the mats. Until next time, train hard, tap early, and don't be a dick on the mats. Oos.